Hi everyone, I'm Miss Maddie.
And I'm Miss Shira. I'm your occupational therapist. Good. Hi, everybody.
And my name is Miss Pearl. I'm another speech therapist.
Okay, so let's check in today and first talk about how we're feeling. So, Miss Pearl, how are you feeling today?
I feel excited because the weather is turning nice. How about you, Miss Shira? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling happy because I love getting to see my friends, Miss Pearl and Miss Maddie, and all of my friends who are with us today.
How about you, Miss Maddie? How are you feeling?
I am also feeling excited for the fall weather, Miss Pearl. I like the fall too. All right, so let's start by saying hi to everyone. So we could say, hi, Miss Shira.
Hi. I'm going to say, what's up, Miss Pearl?
I can say, good morning, Miss Shira.
Good
Good.
morning.
All right.
All right. So before we start learning and focusing some more, let's get our bodies ready so that we can then sit and be ready to learn. So we've got two exercises that we're going to do today. First one is jumping jacks, and the second one are wall push-ups. So let's make sure we have some room. We're going to stand up. So we'll have a couple of seconds for everybody to make some room. And we are going to do 10 jumping jacks. We're going to say ready, set, go. And when we say go, we're going to count to 10 jumping jacks. And if you can, count along with us. Okay? Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, that felt good. Roll out your shoulders a little bit. All right, now we're gonna do some push-ups against the wall. So I need all of you to find a wall where you can press your hands and push against. So I'm gonna just move my camera a little bit this way because I've got a wall right here. And we're gonna push against the wall. We're gonna keep our feet on the floor in place. We're gonna push, bending our elbows, and then push the wall away 10 times, okay? Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wow, that was a great way to wake up our hands, shake them out, and let's come and sit down. So make sure that we are ready to learn. Ooh, let's get our fingers ready too. I almost forgot about these. Here we're just gonna kind of wake up our fingers before we focus with our minds. We're gonna use our minds and our fingers together to trace our path. So let's get our pointer finger ready. Wiggle it out and put your finger on the green dot. When I say go, we're gonna trace the path until the red dot, okay? Ready, set, go. We're tracing around, and when we get to the red dot, we stop. Now we're gonna trace it backwards from the red dot back all the way to the green dot. Let's do it one more time, back and forth. Around, 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 and back. Around, around, around. Good job. Let's do it with our other finger now. We're gonna go around and back 2 times. Let's see if we can do it without stopping. Let's see if you can even do it faster than me. Ready? Here we go. Around, 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 and back. When you get to the green, do it one more time all the way. Around, 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 and back. Great work. Did you beat me? I bet you did. All right. And we've got one more really fun path. This is our figure 8 path. And what this does is this helps us use our eyes and our fingers to move from side to side, from right to left and back. So let's start right in the middle. Pretend that you're a school bus getting to school, okay? And put your finger right on the green start dot. We're gonna follow the arrows to trace around our figure 8. Let's see if we can do it 5 times without stopping. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Do you see that red pointer? 4. Try to keep up with it. And 5. All right. Take your other finger. Let's do that again 5 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Don't stop. Just keep going. 4 and 5. Great work.
All right, so now that we got our bodies and our fingers ready, let's get ready and use our whole body listening for this lesson. So let's touch our eyes. Our eyes are ready. You can touch ready on your core board if you have it. And we'll touch our mouth. Mouth is ready. And our ears, get your listening ears out. Ears are ready. And let's shake our hands. Our hands are now down and still, and they are ready. Touch your toes. Get your feet ready. And then point to your brain. Let's get our brain ready and thinking. Our brain is ready. Okay, so today we are going to use the book Splat the Cat again, and we're going to talk about who questions and how we feel questions. And then Ms. Shira, for OT, what are we going to be doing?
And then afterwards, we're going to work on our writing and drawing and using 2 hands together to draw some fun pictures and write some words.
So remember to take a pause right here, go back to our story that was recorded previously, and come back when you're ready.
Okay, so we are going to use Brady to talk about the story. So here's Brady. Let me get him ready. Okay, so Brady is representing our character, which was Splat. And that's why he has ears. They look like puppy ears, but we'll pretend they're cat ears. And Brady is going to represent Splat when we're talking today. And we're also going to talk about how Splat felt during the story. So I have a heart here for Brady that we're going to stick on to him. And that's how we'll talk about how Splat was feeling. Okay, so let's talk about who the characters were in the story. So let's see. Who is a character that likes to eat cheese? Let's think. You can point or say which character. I think that a mouse likes to eat cheese. So let's point to the mouse and say mouse. Let's think about who do we see at school? Who do we see at school? Look around at these words and think about which character you see in school. Yep, a teacher is who we see in school. And then let's think about who picks us up from school. Who picks you up from school? Yep, the mom picks you up from school. And we have one more character on this page, and this character has whiskers and chases mice. Who has whiskers and chases mice? That's right, it's a cat. And that was our main character, Splat the cat. Okay, so we were just talking about this. Who is the story about? The story is about Splat the cat. Splat the cat. How did he feel at the beginning of the story? So let's look at the pictures. Does Splat's face look happy or sad? Or maybe he looks scared? And then in the next picture, he's hiding under the blankets. That makes me think that he's scared and nervous to go to school. So should we say that Splat felt good or bad? Yep, I think at the beginning Splat was feeling bad, so let's change Brady's smile to a frown because Splat was feeling sad and scared at the beginning of the story. Who did he take to school? Did he take a lunchbox or a mouse to school? Who? We're talking about a character. And remember, characters have eyes and a mouth and ears. So look in the picture. I see a mouse. He took a mouse to school. Who did he see at school? Look in the picture. Who is that character that Splat saw at school? She's holding her clipboard. Yep, Splat saw his teacher. Splat sees his teacher. And who came out of the lunchbox? Who is that character that came out of the lunchbox? Remember, he put him in there before he went to school. Yep, it's the mouse. Seymour the mouse came out of the lunchbox. Then who did he see after school? Who picked him up from school? He's giving her a hug in this picture. Who did he see after school? That's right, Splat saw his mom after school. And how did he feel at the end of the story? All right, so let's look in the picture again. Does he still have a frown like Brady? Or does he look happier now? I think he looks happier. So is he feeling good or bad? That's right, I think Splat feels good now. He's ready for school the next day. So let's change Brady's frown back to a smile because Splat felt good at the end of the story.
That was a great story, and that was so much fun to review. Thanks, Miss Maddie. All right, it is time to draw our own Splat faces. So it's time to get out our writing tools, and it's time to make sure that we practice holding our writing tools the right way, okay? So let's everybody grab either a pencil or a crayon, okay? And let's see if we can make sure to match our hand to the picture that we see on the screen. So we're gonna take our thumb and our pointer and we're gonna pinch them together. We're gonna put our pencil or a crayon right in between. My other fingers are tucked into my palm and I have a nice big circle with an open space between my thumb and my pointer. I see Miss Pearl and Miss Maddie are doing a great job. All right, we've got our writing grasp ready to go. Okay, so now it's time to draw some shapes. We're gonna draw Splat the cat, and we're gonna draw him from the beginning of our story when Splat is feeling bad. So we're gonna make sure to put a frown on his face. All right, let's start drawing Splat the cat. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a circle. So we're gonna start at the top, we're gonna go around and close. We start at the top and we stop at the top, around and close. What else does Splat the cat need on his face? Let's see if we can add 2 triangle ears right at the top of his head. So we're gonna go up, down, and across for one ear, up, down and across for the other ear because our triangles have 3 sides. All right, there's our Splat the Cat's head and ears. If you're saying, we still need eyes, nose, a mouth, and maybe some whiskers, you are right. We need to fill in his face. So let's put in some eyes and a nose. 2 small circles for the eyes. And you can color them in too. And 1 little circle right in the middle for his nose. All right, excellent. Let's draw lines on either side of his nose for some whiskers. So we're gonna make some diagonal lines, sliding lines. We're gonna make some lines straight across and sliding down. Sliding up, across, and sliding down. Oh, my cat is starting to look like a cat. Excellent. Okay, now with Splat feeling bad, should we make a smile or a frown? We're gonna make a frown, so let's go ahead and make a sad face on Splat the cat. A curved line down. Excellent. You can hold it up and show us your work. You can show your grown-up your beautiful work. Great job. Let's now write a sentence. So if you have a pencil, I love using a pencil to write our sentences because we have a little eraser at the top. So if we make a mistake, we can always just erase and fix. So before we start writing, a few things that I love to review. We try to get our letters on the line every time. We try to make sure to leave a space between each word. I like to use my finger. I put it down after I finish a word to leave a space before I start my next word. And the last thing is, we know that some of our letters are tall and some of our letters are small. So the letters that are tall are going to touch the top line, and the letters that are small are just going to go halfway up. If you have paper that has lines on it, that's the best. Try to use paper with lines. If not, you can always make your own writing lines. And this way we can practice organizing our work. Okay, so our sentence for this Splat the cat is, Splat feels bad. So let's go ahead and copy the words. We're going to go letter by letter and copy it. And after you finish, make sure to check your work to see if you by accident maybe skipped a letter or wrote a letter the wrong way. So it's always good to check our work before we know for sure that we're done. Okay, so we write each word, and I'm going to put my finger to space it. And at the end of our sentence, we put a little period. Hold up your work. When you're done, you can bring it super close. Excellent. Splat feels bad. Great job. If you need extra time, you can always just press pause. That's totally fine. But now we get to make our Splat from the end of the story. Splat feels good. So we're going to go ahead and draw another Splat the cat the same way that we drew our first one, with one thing different, right? So let's make our head around and close, our 2 triangle ears, up, down, and across, up, down, and across, 2 circle eyes, a nose, and our sliding lines for the whiskers. Great work. Remember, if you need more time, you can always press pause and then come back and press play when you're ready again. Okay, so how did Splat the cat feel at the end of the story? Was he feeling good about school, or was he still feeling bad? Yeah, he was feeling good. So let's make our happy face. Splat feels good. Excellent. We get to do some more writing. So we're going to copy this sentence, which is almost like our first one, but a little different because this time Splat feels good. So remember, letters on the line, space between our words, tall letters tall, small letters small, but when you think you're done, just make sure to check your work first. Okay, so let's go ahead and write our letters. And I love what Ms. Pearl did on the screen. If you'll see, we got a red line across, sometimes a colored line at the bottom of our writing helps make sure and gives us a good extra like visual cue to keep our letters sitting on the line. That's a really good tip for home if we're having a hard time, or if the lines on some of our paper are a little bit lighter. So making it darker, or maybe using a highlighter, or making it a little bit thicker can help us keep our letters on the line. The other thing you can also do is almost make a box if we want to work on keeping our letters smaller, okay? Because sometimes if we have too much room, our letters might come out too big. So if we have a box around each word or even around the whole sentence, that's exactly right. That'll keep our letters smaller, okay? So just some great fun tips to keep in mind when we're doing our writing work at home, in class or during therapy, or even when you're just practicing your writing on your own. Great job, everybody. Miss Maddie, you're on me. Oh,
Whoops. We are all done. All right, so we'll see you again.
thank you
Let's say
so much for
goodbye.
joining. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Goodbye.
Bye.